Another day has almost passed. Another day and another entry in this death diary. Oh, Erica, my darling, still there's no way that you have come back to me. Alison.
I was worried about you, Jean-Paul.
Well, I was simply checking the gauges to see if Erica was all right.
And is she? You can have a consistent pressure and temperature maintained in this cryocapsule for 1,000 years. And at the end of 1,000 years, Erica will still be dead.
But she will live again.
Pulse, 0. Respiration, 0. Blood pressure, 0. Temperature, minus 320 degrees Fahrenheit. Doesn't need a doctor to tell you those are hardly vital signs.
Look, Alison, you can go on repeating over and over again, dead, 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 like a litany, but I will never accept it. There's only one woman in my life, and I will find a way for Erica and I to be together again.
I didn't say that you would never be together again, but you'll be together in death, not in life.
Is that a subtle suggestion that I should do away with myself?
You're slowly driving yourself to it, because inwardly you know that what you're doing is wrong.
The Cryonic Society would not share your opinion.
Well, they don't share yours either. Well, they can keep Erica preserved, which they're doing. But her cure and her return to life is in the hands of future scientists. They told you that. Oh, Jean-Paul, you're too young to...
To what, Alison?
To let Erica's loss of life completely destroy yours.
Without her, I have no life.
And life should be long, happy, and prosperous for the both of you. Thank you.
Do you have a moment, Vanjie?
Any time, Reverend. It's about Holly Marshall, isn't it?
There can only be trouble with Holly and her mother both on Jean-Paul Desmond's isolated island.
There can only be trouble for everyone on Mao Jardin.
Why am I drawn to you, Jacques Eloy de Mont? Or am I drawn to the man who resembles you so? My sister's husband. Oh, I deserve to be called a fool. That's what I want.
Oh, my dear Alison. I can't believe you were a secret admirer of my late ancestor.
No, he frightens me.
A portrait as lifeless as a piece of stone. Oh, come now, a woman of your culture?
300 years too late for us even to discuss him.
Oh, yes, pity, pity. Yes, a man and woman with so much to share, divided by the centuries.
Well, now, come now, Jean-Paul. Just because I happen to find the picture magnetizing, it's not to say that I would have found the man.
Well, perhaps he might have been even more captivating in the flesh.
With his reputation? Raxel says he was a murderer.
History says he was a lover.
Well, that's a strange combination.
Strange man. Attractive, repulsive, added up. It's almost like looking into a mirror.
Because when you look into a mirror, you only see yourself.
Well, I shy away from them.
Is that because there are two facets to you? You're one person, solemn and moody, and the other person like you are now, without a problem on your mind.
Well, it would be a poor imitation of a man to be dispensing sorrow and gloom all the time. We have to have a little happiness to pop into our lives.
Yes, there's too little of it, unfortunately.
Well, we'll do something about that if we can. Drink?
No, thanks.
Do you mind if I do?
Impress everybody with the fact that you are the soul master here. Supposing I say that I do mind.
You won't. To a long stay on Maljardin.
It seems I have no choice about that.
No, Allison, you are completely the mistress of your own fate.
Except that you won't allow me to leave.
Well, that's simply because you're a physician. Due to the unfortunate demise of Dr. Mencken, I need you to advise and assist for Erica's sake.
I've already given you my advice. Forget the experiment.
Experiment? Erica is not the first to be in cryonic suspension.
Oh. But has anybody ever come back from it?
It's a new project. Erica will be the first in that. With your help.
And your determination. I will help Erica, but in this one respect. To give her a Christian burial. That's the only way that I can help her now.
I can help her more, and I shall.
Jean-Paul, you're not God.
No, far, far from it. But I do have power. And money.
Yes.
And
delusions of grandeur. What's happened to you? When I first met you and Erica first introduced us, your life was dedicated to spreading joy. Now you seem dedicated to just the opposite.
That's purely logical, Allison. I have a secret which must remain a secret. And the people who are here, all could possibly reveal it.
So we're all prisoners. Not Holly, Elizabeth, Tim Stanton?
And whoever else comes to this island. But prisoners is such a harsh word, Allison. Now, actually, I prefer the technology detained guests.
Would you accept my solemn oath in return for my freedom?
I would, but my conscience forbids it.
I detest what you've done to Erica, but you've done it. So what could I possibly accomplish if I betray you now?
Well, there's nothing I'm doing that's against the law. On the contrary, it's very much within the law.
Then why are you keeping us all captive?
Merely as a precaution, to be certain that Erica may one day be free again. Now, come now, Allison. Surely you don't find my company that repulsive?
I find you and everything you've done distasteful and revolting.
Methinks the lady doth detest too much. To be sure, Allison, you're not a woman scorned. Certainly not by me. Have you ever heard of this Dr. Christian Senvret
Senvret?
from Copenhagen?
Yes. Organ transplants.
Correct. Now, he's one of a dozen experts that I'm in constant contact with all over the world. Transplants, rejections, surgery, whatever discipline I need to bring my Erica back to life. Now, if any of my guests here on Maljardin suddenly decide to depart and spread ugly rumors that might frighten the honorable gentleman away, then where would I be? Where would poor Erica be? Can't have that, can we?
But I've given you my word. If you let me go, nobody will ever know what you've done here.
I can't risk it. Not with you or with any of the others. When Erica is brought back, then you can all go.
But you're taking part of our lives.
Well, if you choose to put it that way. The most important thing is that Erica has her life back.
I can't vouch for the taste, the aroma, or when it was brewed, but the coffee is hot.
Thanks. I can vouch for it.
Bad?
Very.
Isn't a minister permitted to say lousy?
I've taken a leave from the pulpit, Vanjie. I'm not really a minister anymore. At least, not a practicing one.
You can never take a leave from what you honestly believe and think and feel.
Thanks.
Did you know that there are 3 flights a day out of here, Reverend Orson?
Matt is good enough. Especially as I'm out of uniform.
Somehow I can't quite picture you in a stiff collar.
Sometimes I wonder if I ever had the right to wear it.
No one has more of a right.
I'm not so sure. Running down here after Holly like that.
You wanted to help her, the act of a true minister.
There's more to it than that.
You mean you're attracted to her? That's been obvious, at least to me. But what in the Bible says that a minister may not love? To thine own self be true. Or, as I said before, 3 planes a day. Choice is yours.
The planes aren't flying to where I have to go.
Have to or want to?
Both, I guess.
Mal Jardin. It means the Garden of Evil.
Isn't that what a minister is sworn to fight? Evil in others? And himself?
That's quite an undertaking.
I've got to try, Vanjie.
But you can't even get to her, let alone help her. The only way to Mal Jardin is by boat, and the only one who can pilot you there is Quito, and Quito is obedient only to Jean-Paul Desmond.
I'll find a way.
Yes. Tarot cards tell me that you will. And that you will also learn of evil you never dreamed existed.
Then I must get there, and soon. But how?
You must believe in God's will.
But you can't keep denying it.
On this island, where I am the law? Now hear this, Jean-Paul. The next time you record your little message for your sweet darling Erica, you will make sure, if you ever hope to see her again, or that she will ever hear this message again, that you do as I bid. Which means, with me in possession of your soul, you will see to it that your guests follow my every request. And for you, that is a command.
God's will is my command, yes. But it seems he and I have had a slight break in communication.
Because you want to find Holly Marshall.
Because I want Holly Marshall to find herself.
And happiness?
We're all entitled to our share. Even ministers. Hopefully, even myself.
There are ways of knowing the future.
How? I'm a man of the cloth. I was trained to help people shape their futures, not control them.
Well, perhaps some of us can read further than that.
If it is so ordained. But don't wear out your crystal ball, Vanjie.
Now you're making fun of me. And you can't even read your present.
Seems I do everything wrong.
Come on. I'll treat you to one of my special punches. Oh, you are feeling sorry for yourself. Look, Matt, You said, if it is ordained. Well, maybe you're here because a minister of God is needed.
Where?
On Maljardin, where you will eventually be.
You've been reading the future behind my back.
Now, don't laugh. Not until you've talked to my father,
Your father?
the conjure man.
A witch doctor?
There are no witch doctors in the conjure faith.
That your belief?
A belief's a belief, so long as it's ingrained and honest. Do you want more?
All you can tell me.
Jean-Paul Desmond's housekeeper, Raxel, and I share the same blood. The island isn't called Maljardin for nothing. Ancient evils are stirring again, and they threaten everyone there.
Is that a fact or a guess?
I'm not playing guessing games, Reverend. This is for real. The Antichrist walks on that island. And you must be there with bell, book, and candle.
Do I just await an invitation from Jean-Paul Desmond?
You'll never get one. And Quito can't take you there or bring anyone here alive.
Permit Quito to take me, please. And no one will ever know that I've been here.
What, from this place? Oh, Alison, it'll seem so suddenly empty without you.
Quito? Who's he?
He serves Monsieur Desmond. As a matter of fact, he was here today. He wanted to see my father. It grieved me to have to refuse him.
You had a reason, of course.
Oh, yes. My father is very old. Too old.
I'm not. Why can't Quito take me?
Only at his master's bidding. I'll have to find a way. When you do get there, give these tarot cards to Raxel. She knows how to read them. And tell her that the third hour is best for me.
Witchcraft. I'm not sure I can take part.
To some, even that is a religion. So you'll not blaspheme your calling.
Can you come to Maljardin with me?
When I die, it will be on Maljardin.
Then certainly I cannot ask you to risk it.
But you must go. I know what Holly Marshall means to you. And without your help, she's doomed.
It seems as though my whole world has suddenly come to an end.
Doomsday, my dear Alison? Oh, no, that's a long way off. I think. There. That'll help cheer up the room a bit.
Jean-Paul, even in the best of circumstances, I would hardly describe this room as cheerful.
Yes, well, a fire does help. And we're both in need of a little warmth.
You've changed again. What is possessing you? And if I believed in witchcraft, I would believe Raxel.
That the devil is roaming here?
Yeah, well, she's convinced of it.
Alison, I owe you 2 apologies. One for making you a prisoner here, and the other for exposing you to primitive superstitions that have upset you.
Except that I no longer consider myself a prisoner.
Well, I'm afraid if you try to leave Maljardin, you'll discover otherwise.
No, what I mean is that I don't intend trying to leave. Not at the moment, at any rate.
Thank you for that, Alison.
You knew I was going to stay, didn't you? Willingly.
Well, it means so much more if you can remain on your own volition. What made you change your mind?
Because suddenly I realized that you need a doctor.
Erica will be grateful.
Not for Erica.
You're staying on for me.
Well, partly.
Seems all I can say is thank you.
Now, don't misunderstand me, Jean-Paul. I don't approve of what you've done with Erica. And I cannot help her. But I'm concerned about you. Your actions that change like night into day. I'm worried about your welfare.
I understand. Perhaps things now will be different. You know, for the first time since Erica's death, I feel almost like a human being. I think I can even sleep now.
Just because I've said that I'll stay here on Maljardin for a while?
No, because of what it means. That I'll have a companion again.
Companion?
No, don't misunderstand me, Allison. I didn't mean it in that sense. Please. Well, I think I better leave now.
More recordings of temperature and pressure?
Recordings, but of a different sort. Allison will stay, my darling. She said for a while, but her stay will be extended again and again, as long as her presence lends even the tiniest margin of safety for you. Well, there's many other things, too, about Allison. The fact that she volunteered instead of being aware.